Have you ever noticed that you can't see your own nose? It's right there in the middle of your face, always in your field of vision. But your brain just deletes it. Why? Because of selective attention. Your brain is constantly bombarded with information, millions of details flooding in every second. If it had to process all of them at once, you'd be completely overwhelmed. So instead, it filters things out, deciding what's important and what isn't. And your nose? Not important. But here's the question. If your brain can make your own nose disappear, what else is it hiding from you? This filtering doesn't just apply to your nose. It affects everything you see. Have you ever searched for your keys only to find them right in front of you the whole time? Or looked for your phone while it was already in your hand? That's called inattentional blindness, your brain ignoring things it doesn't expect to see. And there's a famous experiment that proves just how powerful this is. It's called the invisible gorilla test. People were shown a video of a basketball game and asked to count how many times the players passed the ball. Sounds simple, right? But here's the twist. Halfway through the video, a man in a gorilla suit walks right into the scene. He stops, beats his chest, and then walks off. And yet, over 50% of the people watching never saw him. A giant gorilla walking through the middle of the game, completely erased by their own brains. So now think about that. If your brain can make something that obvious disappear, what else are you not seeing? Let's take this a step further. Your eyes actually have a blind spot, a hole in your vision where your optic nerve connects to your brain. There are no light receptors in that area, meaning there's an actual gap in what you can see. But instead of showing you a black hole, your brain just fills it in. It takes its best guess based on the colors and patterns around it, and you never even notice. Right now, as you look around, part of what you see is completely made up. Think about that. Your brain isn't just hiding things, it's recreating reality as you go. And it doesn't stop there. Have you ever heard of the Mandela effect? That's when large groups of people swear they remember something completely wrong. Like thinking Pikachu had a black-tipped tail, he doesn't. Or that the Berenstain Bears were spelled with an E instead of an A. Some people think it's proof of alternate realities. But really, it's just how unreliable your memory is. Your brain doesn't store memories like a video, it reconstructs them. Every time you recall something, it's like repainting a picture from scratch. Details change, facts shift, and sometimes your brain just invents things that never happened. And it gets even weirder. There are actual scientific phenomena that prove your brain isn't showing you the full picture. The Troxler effect. Stare at one point for too long, and everything around it will start fading away. Your brain just decides it's not important anymore. Motion-induced blindness. When you focus on a moving object, things around it can vanish from your vision entirely. This happens while driving. Your brain can erase pedestrians or even other cars. The Ganzfeld effect. If you sit in silence or stare at a blank screen for too long, your brain will start hallucinating. When there's no new information coming in, it just starts making things up. So, what are you not seeing? Your brain erases your nose. It filters out the unexpected. It fills in your blind spots with fake details. And every time you remember something, it rewrites reality. So if you've ever walked into a room and felt like something was off, maybe it was. Maybe your brain just hid it from you. The real question is, why?